Let me start by introducing MobiGrow as a program. This is an initiative that the bank has been carrying out for the last 4 years. We started off by availing for the smallholder farmers a digital account where they can be able to digitally open up an account and they can be able to operate that account. That means they are able to make transactions in terms of deposits, in terms of transferring money, in terms of receiving the proceeds that get paid to them after delivering their produce to the aggregators. For us to be able to succeed in reaching out to the smallholder farmers, we needed to be able to engage the producer organizations as an important partner. That is why we've been very keen to not only reach out to the smallholder farmers, but also ensure that we continually build the capacity of the producer organizations. We do this in various ways. One, we do leadership trainings through workshops. We've been doing the coaching and mentoring of those leaders in various forums. And more recently, we are piloting a digital platform where we'll be able to intervene in terms of building their capacity. This is very crucial, especially these times of COVID-19, that we know that interactions are limited, physical interactions are limited. So what we are doing is that we are taking the content for managerial and board trainings and digitizing it so that the farmers and the leaders can be able to get that content in digital form. So when we began this, we engaged 2 partners that are carrying this out for us, and it has been a success. The 2 partners, that is Africa Turnaround and Centrum Learning, brought on board a lot of experience as far as trainings, as far as capacity building is concerned. And we together agreed that we needed to be able to explore opportunities for digitizing some of those content. This is the first time such content is being digitized, especially for readers in producer organizations. So for instance, Africa Turnaround took the content from IFC and took the initiative to be able to digitize that content. Centrum Learning is known in terms of offering managerial trainings to different organizations. So as a result of that, I think one of the primary lessons that we are learning from this is that for such a thing to succeed, we needed to have some value partners, a partner that is thinking the same way that we're thinking, a partner that is very keen to see sustainability of this all the way to the end. The second thing that we are able to learn from this is that, especially for the group leaders, it has been a great success because one, we are able to understand the profile of the leaders of those groups. For instance, one of the key lessons is that most of those leaders, we realize that over 90% of those leaders have previous leadership experience elsewhere. What that means is that they're already coming on board to take leadership positions in the producer organizations with some experiences from elsewhere. So ideally what that means is that for it to work best and for us to be able to drive an agenda that is going to bring transformations into the producer organizations, we need to take that into account, that these are leaders with some experience, and all that we need to do is to be able to tailor-make the training lessons to be able to borrow from the experiences these leaders have from elsewhere. Many people may think that producer organizations are still led by the old people, but contrary to that, we realize that young people are continually taking leadership positions in those producer organizations, something that is very encouraging and something that is really worthy to take home as a lesson, so that we gather the confidence and be aware that yes, even the young people are able to contribute into the leadership of those organizations. One other thing that we realized out of those engagements is that most of the leaders were experiencing digital learning for the first time. So over 90% of them, we are doing digital classes for the first time. And this is something that we need to carry forward as an important lesson, that yes, we need to be able to be sure that they have the facilities, they have the know-how on how to handle those facilities, because that was the first time most of them were doing digital lessons online. So basically, those are crucial lessons, and we think that they're going to take us to the next level of our program. More importantly, and this is particularly for Rwanda, is that they are going to be able to translate that content into the local language, that is Kinyarwanda, so that it becomes effective in terms of transferring knowledge to the readers. Something else we shall be doing is to be able to engage other like-minded partners. We know out there are many organizations, there are many partners that are keen to be able to build this up and to be able to drive this agenda moving forward. So we shall be able to engage many more partners that are thinking in the same way that we are thinking. Many organizations have come up with programs and initiatives that seek to build ecosystems that are meant to serve the smallholder farmers. What we're realizing is that for an ecosystem to be effective in delivering value for the smallholder farmers, it needs to have an end-to-end solution package. So you'll find, for instance, an ecosystem that is structured in such a way that there's a component on input delivery, there's a component of the market that is strongly articulated. By the end of the day, they say we are going to be able to engage financial institutions to be able to provide financial solutions. But it should not be that way. It should be that the financial institution is engaged from the word go, from design, in such a way that the value is realized and anchored in the right way. The pilot that we've been running with Africa Turnaround and Centum Learning has really helped us to be able to articulate value, as well as being able to spell out the minimum requirements as far as quality is concerned. We are running a commercial product, so at the end of the day, the question about sustainability and the question about viability of the same is very critical for us. And this is the same message that we are sending out to our partners, that we are challenging them to be able to demonstrate value and to be able to demonstrate sustainability at the end of the day. So even right from the point of engagement, we were able to define success together with them. Define success in terms of what the outcomes are going to be and what parameters we are going to recognize as the minimum qualifications for success. The kind of parameters we are looking at really tied up to the business success. For instance, is a learning able to contribute to business for the bank? How much are we seeing transactions happening between the bank and the POs? That becomes a crucial indicator for success. We're also looking at success at the business level of the producer organizations. Are they able to increase their productivity? Are they realizing more sales? Are they becoming more efficient? Are they able to manage their costs in a more effective way? So at the end of the day, the parameters for success are tied up to business success. The bank continually recognize the central role that the producer organizations are playing. And with that realization, we realize that for us to be able to reach out to the smallholder farmers, not only do we need to engage with the producer organizations, but we need to care much about their pride. We need to care about how professional they are getting. We need to be concerned about how effective and how efficient they get. We are calling upon different organizations that are out there and would want to join hands in growing this portfolio that is very crucial for the smallholder space, to join hands and let us build the farming community in this region for our smallholder farmers to be successful in whatever they do. you.